The Lord be with you. What do you need?
I'd like to apologize for that brawl. Lord Capon is a bit hot-headed.
That Capon of yours is a puffed-up fool, more to the point. But that was some punch, I'll give him that. And you fought like a lion and all. We outnumbered you, but we still had our work cut out.
Yeah, you know, it wasn't my first brawl.
I could tell. In any case, as far as the two of us are concerned, it's all water under the bridge, right?
Right.
You can see I'm not some idiot, can't you? I just don't like haughty fuckers. And you aren't one, are you?
Well, I hope not.
I'm sure you aren't. You're a good lad. I can tell. And a good brawler as well. If you ever want a proper workout and some fisticuffs, Lawrence the Zhelejov innkeeper is your man. God be with you.
God be with you.
Greetings to you two.
Oh well.
Good day.
Greetings. What brings you here so early in the morning?
Would you like to throw some dice?
What game would you like to play?
Let's play Beggars.
Let's play.
I'm...
Seriously curious about you, lad.
Innkeeper, have you got anything to eat?
These ones here. My God, I'm done. These ones here. Oh, come on! What happened? Did you forget to count? Let it be now. I want to play too, you know.
Ave Maria.
You must have a lucky
That's what
horseshoe
I'm
up your
talking about,
arse.
damn it.
Next time I'll
That's
be
how
more
you have-
careful around you.
How about trying your luck at dice?
What game would you like to play?
Let's play Beggars.
Let's play.
Come on then, show us what you can do, unless you're playing for the first time.
Jesus Christ be praised.
And with you? Did you hear what happened at the big wheel?
What can you
At the
do?
mill?
Yeah, the place by the Zhelejov stream.
What then? Has the water sprite been up to his mischief again?
You could say that. They found a dead body stuck in the wheel on Sunday.
You're kidding. Who was it?
Some vagabond.
Damn it!
God rest his
They're
soul.
yours, lad.
And get this, Milabushka says he was in the water at least a week, judging by the state of his body.
So what? Somebody did him in and chucked him into the water.
But the river there has a powerful current. The dead man had been floating down the river for at least a week.
Without anyone noticing?
Exactly. And that's not all. The dead man had a gold chain around his neck. Can you believe it? Someone bumped him off and didn't even rob him.
That is strange. I reckon something devilish was involved.
These ones
You don't see
here.
something like that every day.
Well, I'll be on my way. I wish you well.
Greetings.
My God! Oh, come on!
Hey, innkeeper, that beer. A large beer for me.
If I was you, I'd take it.
I'll have a jug of wine.
These ones here. Oh, come on! Have you lost your mind? You're gonna lose everything. Excellent! And the money goes to me.
God bless.
Have you come to break some more stuff? If you want something, wait till I've stopped it. Christ, pardon me. What would you like?
What do you have for sale?
Why are you wasting my time if you don't want anything then?
I'll drink to that. Greetings.
What do you want, you yokel? But make it quick.
As the local scribe, you know a lot of things, right?
I'd say so. In this province, not a squirrel farts without my knowing.
Right. So, if I needed to get something, you'd certainly be able to tell me where, right?
Depends on what you're looking for. Don't involve me with anything dishonorable.
No, don't worry. I'm just looking for some armor.
Armor? Well, unless you want to join von Burgau's retinue, I don't think I can help you. But try Radovan, the blacksmith in Takhov. He might at least sell you an iron helmet.
You don't know of anything better?
Aha!
So, the good man is a connoisseur, eh? And how would Prince Brunswick's armor suit you?
Whose armor?
Oh, it's just a local legend.
What legend?
It's hard to explain. There are actually 2 legends, or even 3. Well, it doesn't really matter. Why are you so interested anyway? Fine armor like that belongs in the hands of a knight.
Oh, come now. Surely you're not going to keep that legend to yourself. Do a fellow scholar a service.
Youngster, being able to piss your name in the snow doesn't make a scholar out of you.
I beg your pardon?
All right, no need to lose your temper. I'll tell you. In short, they say the armor of ancient Bohemian Prince Brunswick is hidden here, waiting for some valiant knight to find it. I don't believe it, of course. After all, I'm educated. But you'd be surprised how many fools have set off to find it.
Who exactly was this Brunswick?
You don't know, lad? Educate yourself. Brunswick was a famous Czech prince who won the lion for our country's coat of arms.
Really? How is it that I've never heard of him?
Perhaps because he never existed. Prince Vladislav II got the lion for our coat of arms for helping Emperor Frederick I, known as Redbeard.
But you just said that...
Brunswick is just a legend, but a quite lovely one, I'll give you that.
Could you recount for me the legend of Brunswick?
Well, why not? Brunswick was a valiant Bohemian prince. He lived in a time when our country had an eagle on its coat of arms, but that wasn't good enough for him. So he decided to head out into the world and gain the mark of a more powerful animal.
A man after my own heart.
You may think so, but his wife was none too happy. Her name was Ludmilla, and she begged Brunswick 100 times to stay home, but he just couldn't be persuaded. Still, he loved her very much, so he took her ring and told her that unless someone came and showed her that ring during the next 7 years, she should wait for his return. But if he failed to return after 7 years, that would mean he would never return.
Damn. He didn't come back, did he?
Don't skip ahead. We'll get to that. Brunswick's party set out to sea, but didn't get far. They were drawn in by an island with a mysterious mountain of amber that holds all ships and prevents them from leaving. Over time, the men on the deserted island died of starvation, leaving only Brunswick, who noticed that once a year a great bird called Nomads came to the island to hunt, and so the clever knight hid in his horse's hide at just the right time. And when the bird came, it mistook him for prey and carried him away. So Brunswick wandered on. After some time on the road, the prince came across something unprecedented. A duel between a lion and a 9-headed dragon. So, what do you think Brunswick did at that moment?
Well, considering what he later added to the coat of arms, I expect he helped the lion, eh?
Smart. Brunswick rushed to help the lion, and together they killed the dragon. And from that time on, they were stalwart companions. The lion even followed him all the way back to Bohemia. Except, by then, it was already too late. It had already been exactly 7 years to the day since Brunswick set off on his journey. His wife, Ludmilla, who had until that time valiantly resisted all suitors, was about to remarry. But at the wedding feast, Brunswick managed to drop the ring in her cup. So it all turned out well. For Brunswick, that is. Not so for Ludmilla's new groom, but the lion took care of that.
Where did Brunswick's armour come from?
It is said that George the Lion of Württemberg brought it here. He was the nephew of Lord Chenyek of Württemberg, who built Troskowitz. This George spent a lot of time with King Wenceslas. A suspiciously long amount of time, if you know what I mean.
I think I get the picture.
And it is said that one day, a lion escaped from the king's menagerie, and George overpowered it with his bare hands and laid it at the king's feet, still alive. As a reward, Wenceslas gave young Württemberg the name Lion and the armour of his ancestor, Prince Brunswick. Only Sir George didn't live to enjoy it for long. He caught the plague at a tournament abroad, and died on his way back to his king, specifically while visiting his uncle here at Troskowitz. Of course, the king wanted his armour back, but Lord Chenyek didn't want to give it to him, claiming he had the hereditary right to it. It looked like Wenceslas would lay siege to Troskowitz, but fortunately Lord Chenyek was completely destitute by then, so he sold all of Troskowitz and the armour to the king.
Well, if the king was so endeared with Brunswick's armour, why did he leave it here?
Because he didn't have any choice, my friend. He never found the armour. Lord Chenyek was as cunning as a fox. While he did leave the armour here, he never told anyone where. It's said he hid it so it could only be found by a true knight, each piece in a different place. Or so they say round these parts. Who knows if there's any truth to the tale?
And do you know where I could find Brunswick's armour?
Yes, lad, if it even really exists. But I do have a little bit of advice for you. Sir Chenyek, who they say hid the armour, left behind a riddle. It's a test that must be passed by whoever wants to find it. Do you want to hear it?
And how did that riddle go?
Wait, how was it? I've got it. Take your leave of crone and maiden, standing tall behind the gates. Boldly go towards true midnight. In caverns cold your prize awaits. Pass through the all of forest kings, hidden deep from hunter's gaze. Standing tall, 2 guards of stone. Behind whom yearned for treasure lays. Between them stands a mighty rock. A subtle niche, yet deeper still. A place to give one's art to God. Behold, my armour gleaming still.
Uh-huh. And that was supposed to help me, eh?
Answers come to the wise, kicks to the stupid.
The crone and the maiden towards midnight. We've got east, west, midday, midnight. Well, thanks a lot.
Hold on, I'll give you something else. Sir George, who previously owned the armour, wanted to have a nice poleaxe made in Prague too, but he died of the plague before he could do it. I'm not too certain about Brunswick and his armour, but this is certainly true because I have a copy of George's order here. Here, take it as a keepsake. And now go.
How's it going?
I'm running out of ink.
What? Again?
What do you mean, again? You refused to get me more last time I asked.
So it won't come as a surprise when I refuse again.
And what am I supposed to write with?
You know what? Why don't you write a complaint? Greetings to you. You're not allowed here! That's it! And next time, don't go creeping around where you don't belong!
Greetings. I apologize.
Oh wow. Now just this.
Ave Maria. Have you come to break some more stuff? If you want something, wait till I stop being angry. And if you don't have anywhere to sleep, they'll look after you in Zhelejov.
Did you hear about what happened at the big wheel?
At the mill?
Yeah, the place by the Zhirovka stream.
What then? Has the water sprite been...
Take his mischief again? Well, you could say that. They found a dead body stuck in the wheel on Sunday. You're kidding. Who was it? Some vagabond. God rest his soul. Miller Bush said he was in the water for at least a week. Greetings to you.
How can I help you today, friend?
What's that noise? Are you looking for something?
Good to see you.
God be with you. How's the watch going?
Not bad, so far.
What happened to you?
I'm in big trouble.
How so?
I lost a letter. A very important letter. I was supposed to deliver it to my master by tonight.
Would you like me to help you look for it?
There's no point now. I've been on the road for 2 days as it is. We'll never make it by tonight.
What was in the letter?
I have no idea what it said. For one thing, it was a secret, and for another, I can't read. But it was my master's beloved who sent it. That's why it was so important.
Oh, so it could just as easily have been a lewd verse.
I don't really care what was in it. The point is, I don't have it.
Do you know where you might have lost it?
I haven't the faintest idea. It must have slipped out somewhere along the way.
You should have been more careful with it. Losing the one thing you're supposed to deliver.
I know. So I forgot to check my bag this morning, all right? But now it's gone, and I'm fucked.
I have to be going. I hope you find the letter.
Me too. Because if I don't, I'm in for a lashing.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Wait! I have an idea. Punch me in the face.
What?
Smack me in the gob. I'll say I was ambushed on the way and they took the letter.
Well, if you ask me, you should man up and tell your master the truth.
No way! Might as well crawl into the pillory myself in that case.
And if I give you a thrashing, that's a better solution.
At least I know you won't flay me to a bloody pulp. Will you?
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I'd rather take a couple of punches from you than a lashing from my master. I could tell you to stop when I've had enough. But he wouldn't. So you get why it's better for me to be slapped around by you, right?
Very well then. Defend yourself. Or not. It's up to you. You ready?
I am.
Ah! Ugh. God wills it! Ah! Oh! You fight like an old hag!
Bastard!
Ah! 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 All right.
Oh, that was rough.
Do you think that's enough?
I definitely. I'm sore all over. Oh, my mouth most of all.
Glad to be of help then. Take care.
Fella, stop off for a bit of chat.
God be with you. Are you a blacksmith?
And you? Gentleman's manservant, I reckon.
You deserve a clobbering for how poor a judge of people you are.
Be my guest. I'm Jira. Hard as nails and happy to flatten you any time of the day. Careful, though. I don't like blades.
Glad to hear that. From one blacksmith to another.
Oh, sorry, brother. I didn't take you for someone who could swing a hammer.
I love smithying, but I have a lord I must serve. What are you doing here?
What a day.
Where's your anvil?
Our forge has gone undone for. And these folk around me lost all they had, too.
So war, eh? It's a shitty thing.
Aye, well, that's just the way it is. By God's grace, I still have 2 hands, and I can always find work. I could do with a bit of coin right now. Fancy having a wrestle? For money?
All right, let's wrestle. Because I'm quite sure I'm the better fighter.
Great. I wouldn't be so cocky if I was you, though. I know a few tricks. I'll be done with you in no time. And because I'm so confident, I say we spice it up with a few groschen. What do you say?
Definitely. Here you go.
That's not much, is it? Come back when you can make it worth my while. So, what will it be?
Anyway, I must be going. Goodbye, Jira.
Travel safe, fellow blacksmith. So, what will it be?
Anyway.
Travel safe, fellow black...
Will you help me, Henry?
Has something happened?
My daughter, Pavlena. Remember her? She was here when I was healing you two.
I remember. What's wrong with her?
She's missing. It's not like her to be wandering around like that. She goes to Troskowitz to sell baskets, but she knows I can't manage on my own, so she never stays away for long. These old eyes of mine can't see nothing much. Pavlena has to take care of me. She's a good girl, that lass of mine. I'm very worried about her. You understand? What if something's happened to her? God forbid. I can't look for her myself, but you could. I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I've no one else to turn to.
All right, good wife. I'll try to find Pavlena for you.
Thank you, Henry. If I was you, I'd ask in Troskowitz. That's where she was heading last time I saw her. And if she arrived, someone must have seen her. And you can look in the hut in her place in the loft. She keeps her things there. My old legs ain't up to climbing stairs, but you might find some clues there.
I wanted to ask you something else about Pavlena. Do you think anyone might want to hurt Pavlena?
These are evil times, Henry. I dread to think what could happen to a young girl alone on the road. And besides, the folk in Troskowitz ain't too fond of us.
What have the Troskowitz people got against you? Did something happen?
I'd rather not talk about it, Henry. I wouldn't want you to get the wrong impression about us.
You live completely alone in the middle of the woods. Don't you think I've already got a bad enough impression of you?
And where else would we live, you genius, when we're not wanted? Don't go digging up old wrongs, Henry. And don't insult us.
Where exactly was Pavlena going?
To Troskowitz. She was taking wicker baskets she'd made. She sells them there and uses the coin to buy what we need. Sometimes it takes her a while, but this time she said she'd be right back. I have a bad feeling about this.
Did it occur to you she might have run off? She's a young girl and pretty. What kind of life does she have here in the woods? Maybe she wanted to live a little.
You don't know Pavlena. She's not like that. If she wanted to live a little, she'd tell me straight out. She doesn't keep things from me. Don't imagine I keep her here against her will, or that I don't know what it means to be young.
Pavlena is young and well, no offence, but you seem a little old to be her mother. Is she really your daughter?
She is. Not by birth, but that doesn't change anything. Her mother died in childbirth, and there was no one but me to take care of her.
And who was Pavlena's birth mother?
A girl from the charcoal burners. They left the county, and I think she had no one else. I buried her myself. No one came for her.
And do you know anything about Pavlena's father?
I don't know who he was. Pavlena's mother was very young, and the fella surely abandoned her when her belly grew. She never told me nothing about him.
Well, as a midwife, I'm sure you've seen it often that, that the mother doesn't survive childbirth.
All too often, lad. But that's the lot of women. Or is it any different where you're from?
No, it's not. True enough.
See then? Now, can we just keep our minds on Pavlena? Good to see you, my friend.
Empty. I'll have to go somewhere else. So, Pavlena, what have you left for me? Like she got up and went straight out. Hey, this is a boy's cap. Does Pavlena wear it? Or did someone leave it here? She's got unfinished work here. Ah, damn! I had a look in Pavlena's place in the loft.
And? Did you find anything?
I found a cap there. A man's cap. I don't suppose Pavlena would wear something like that.
You're saying she had some young man here? I'd surely have noticed.
I don't know, good wife. I'm just saying what I found.
Could she have found herself a beau in Troskowitz?
She's got unfinished work there. She weaves baskets.
Aye, she usually has a few on the go, but she took them to the market in Troskowitz. We've got nothing here but what we make ourselves, or find in the woods. Pavlena weaves baskets very nicely. Folk buy them from her. Aaron, good night.
What the fuck is this supposed to mean?
Hey, lad. What do you want? Come here.
What do you want?
Just to wish you a good day. Good to see you, lad.
Really? It seems to me I'm in your way.
Ha! Not at all. That poor fella didn't have anything interesting on him. But you might.
You don't look like a match for me. I bet your bark is worse than your bite.
Ha! Take care, lad. I was already slitting throats while you were still sucking on your ma's tits.
Well, anyone can slit throats if they have the stomach for it. But a real fight, with iron in hand, now that's something else entirely.
And? You think I'm afraid of you?
Well, maybe you should be. I may have lost everything, but I can still beat the shit out of you with what I've got to hand.
But, I was just joking. I wasn't serious. I'd better be on my way.
If we ever meet again, you won't be leaving on your feet. Before we part ways, have you seen a dog?
A dog? No, I haven't. But when I'm out at night, laying in looking for work, I often hear wolves howling by the rocks near the pond.
Ah! You pay for... You're a dead man! You know that?
Cut the bullshit and fight!
Don't dare bleed to death before I gut you! There's something lying over there. I hope it's not Mutt. Dead, and robbed of everything, just like Capon left him. And there's no trace of Mutt. nice bit of venison, and something took a good bite of it. Could Mutt have been here? Mutt's nowhere around. Someone must have taken him in. It's not far to the herb woman's place. Maybe I should ask her whether she's seen him. It's empty. Have you seen a stray dog around? I thought he was dead, but he's likely still alive.
I'm sorry. I haven't seen any dogs around.
Oh, Sakra. Do you have any idea where else he might have gone?
If I were a dog, I'd go to where there's food. There are plenty of fishermen around the pond, and they're always throwing out leftovers at the tavern.
Do you think he'd go and steal leftover food?
I don't know much about dogs. He could have run into the woods and started hunting. He wouldn't be the first or the last. There's a whole pack of wolves near Sameen these days. Maybe your dog's gone feral and is running around with them.
Thanks.
Take care, my friend.
Hail!
Lacho dziwes, Gajo.
Te aves Bachtalo. The Voivode's wife spoke of you. Go there.
Tetumenga, you look just like that Gajo that Aranka was talking about. Go and see the Voivode.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time. Kajčo, stromie. Da mi ste som palikirao. And they try to tell us something about the local. The washing's only going to get bad again.
Tumenge, you look just like that Gajo that Aranka was talking about. Go and see the Voivode. Careful!
Let's talk about the price.
All right, I'm listening. This is pointless. I'm done haggling with you. Pleasure doing business. Take care.
I'm sorry.
The Voivode's wife spoke of you. Go there. What are you doing? You aren't allowed here. I won't have you causing trouble here. Lady, cough up some coin or we'll report you to the bailiff.
Wait, we can come to some agreement, can't we? I was just fooling around. I meant nothing by it, and I certainly didn't want to upset you, of all people. I know how hard you have it.
Well, that's true, all right. And I'm sure you also know I won't be so lenient next time. Are you blind?
What will it be? I'll have a look at the wares.
Take care then, and thanks for nothing.
Ah, it's you, Gajo. Aranka's prophecy is coming true.
What? What Gajo?
You come to save our family from this disaster.
Save how? What are you talking about? Slow down and tell me what happened.
How can I slow down, Gajo, when my she Marika is gone? My only daughter, gone. Her empty tent is all that is left of her. If Aranka's prophecy is true, you must help me.
How can I help you?
How do you think? You must find her and bring her back.
Do you think in that forest, maybe something could have...
No, I'm sure. Do not invite evil. Such lava can come true.
What prophecy? By all that's holy.
Miri had vision, and she described a Gajo just like you. She says a stranger coming, not like us, different. And he will help our family, our honor. And I believe her every word. She's never wrong, Shosha.
So she disappeared out of the blue?
On my honor as Voivode of this camp. One moment she's here, next moment gone. We search for her, but not find. Then Aranka has vision. So we wait for Gajo, who will help us. And now, waiting is over. It's written in stars and how birds fly. I know nothing of such things, but everything Aranka says is true. Will you help me? Will you help an unfortunate voivode? I will reward you, do not worry.
I'll help you. I'm sure we'll find her.
Dear God, I know something good will happen the moment when I see you.
But hold on. You have to tell me more about Marika. Where and when did you last see her?
It has been 2 days. We even follow her tracks past her woman's hut and then on towards Apollonia.
You mean Bozhena, the herbalist? She didn't advise you?
I do not know the Johanni's name, but I know she does not like Nomads. She says she don't know anything, and if she know, she will not tell us. Such disrespect. Pooh! To be back.
Voivode, I know it's hard to accept, but could your daughter have been...
No!
But...
I said no!
I just mean...
I am Voivode, and that means I am wisest in all camp. I have letter of safe conduct from the king, guaranteeing safety and freedom for my camp. And when I know something, I know it. Tana?
Where's her tent? Maybe I can find something in there that'll help with the search.
We look to everything here. That's Zerato. Nothing.
Still, I'd at least give it a try.
Mishto. But don't waste time. Marika, she sleep under a kind of oilcloth right next to Aranka's shop. She always liked the open air.
I think I know everything I need to know.
Please, find Marika and bring her back. We could have her back. This has to pay.
What do you need, my friend?
How's business?
Borei Hashem. I can't complain. Or rather, I should...
What? Something wrong?
Wrong? What can I say? It's more like I have such concerns.
Is there anything I could do for you?
Indeed, you can. You can stop asking me how I am and buy something, young man.
I have the feeling you're not like the other nomads here. You speak our language a lot more, with only the odd foreign word here and there.
My friend, could it be because I am the only son of David far and wide, and the rest are Anusam?
What does that mean?
Was klotst du, junger Mann? Have you never seen a Jew before?
I don't know. Should I have?
You must be from some very small village, eh? You have really never met one of my people?
I'm sorry, but there were no sons of David in Skalitz where I lived.
Skalitz, you say? I must remember that. Sheinem Dank, my friend. Sheinem Dank.
What do you know about Marika's disappearance?
It is a rich business. I hope she can be found soon. Such a kind girl she was.
How's it going?
And what am I supposed to say to that?
I don't know. That's up to you, I reckon.
But it will cost you something, young man.
Why should it cost me anything?
Why should it not? I am not going to give you life advice for free.
I apologize.
God grant you health.
Oh, it is you, Jakesh.
What are you talking about?
You are that chavo from my dream, Jalas Mangesuno. You came to me, the Terno Gajo friend of the Roma with clear eyes, the one who has suffered much. A stranger to take on the task that shall unite our familia once again, or divide us forever.
The Voivode already told me about the prophecy.
Then you know what needs to be done, Frau.
Do you have any idea where Marika might be?
Dear boy, the crystal ball is cloudy. The smoke from the herbs goes with the breeze. And the flight of the birds? No, that cannot be relied on.
Can you really divine things from bird flight?
As sure as my name is Aranka. But wait, there is one thing. Last night I dreamt of a city of rocks.
A city of rocks? What does that mean?
I can only say what I saw, nothing more.
How are you doing?
Laches gajo mishtes. What can an old woman like me do for you?
I'd like to learn a greeting in your language.
There are all kinds. But if you want to say how are you, then it is Sartukejal. And if you want something a bit less ordinary, it is Kaijazmore. But that is only said by man to man, mind you. We women say Sotavezmrichai.
Aha. And what does that mean?
It is simply asking if the other has enough to eat. This is good manners among us.
Where did you come from?
Ay, Gajo. From God, of course.
I mean, where were you before?
Ah, I see. Well, in the winter we are always in the south. And in the summer we go north.
And over again, like that?
What do you mean over and over? There is the East Road and the West Road too, right?
Wait, you really don't know where you'll be next week?
You guessed it, Gajo. We do not know, and we do not want to know. God always takes care of his children.
Why do you travel the world? Why don't you settle down?
And why do you not settle down? Instead of jumping from the frying pan into the fire, Gajo.
Oh, that's different. I'm serving my lord.
While we have no master, just the sun and God above us, and the grass beneath our feet. So hincha chipen andro jivipen.
Tell me something about the Roma. I realise I don't know anything about your people.
What can I say? We are people and Christians, just like you. The only difference between us is that we live on the road, while you are cooped up in the same cottage from cradle to grave. It is a free life for free people. Though it is true we often have to move on, because we are driven out.
How do you get along with the locals?
It's always different. Sometimes the women folk could kiss my feet when I cured their pains. And sometimes they are more likely to burn me at the stake just for being different.
And what makes you nomads different?
You know, Gajo, nothing and everything. We live our lives as if each day could be the last. That is all. Try it. And you will see every sunrise like it is the first time again.
What can you tell me about your husband, the Voivode?
May cholera strike him down, the scoundrel. The last thing I needed was a man like him. But I did not have any better ones at the shop.
Really?
Oh, yes. Like I always say, the best baroshero under the sun. But his stubbornness will be the end of me one day.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I hear you know some magic and tricks. Is that right?
Kotuke penja. What magic, Gajo? I am just an old woman who knows how to ward off trouble and hold on to happiness. My old mother, may she rest in peace, she knew all kinds of things.
You see, and I thought you were really, well, in short, a witch.
Not at all. Fortune-telling and spells are far cry from black magic. Black magic is a path every honest manush avoids like a plague. My power comes from God, and I use it to serve only him and good folks.
How do you know when it's black magic?
Simple. Black magic is only used for the selfish benefit of fools who think only of themselves.
And is there another kind of magic?
Oh, Devla Miro, of course. The good kind that helps and comes from God.
And is it true? Do the spells really work?
So hincha chipen andro jibipen. If you have faith, then it will work.
Show me your wares.
Maybe next time then.
Nice scarf. It must have belonged to Marika.
Lato dzives, Gaggio.
Careful!
I apologize.
Hail!
I've heard incredible things about you. They say you let a fully loaded hay wagon roll over you.
Hi! It was quite the show.
Is that how you usually spend your free time?
Oh, often enough. People like it. But don't think it's some trick. It's the real thing. And it's not easy. It's not just about muscles, but about your overall approach to food and life in general. Being a strongman isn't a trade. It's a way of life.
I believe you. Getting run over by a wagon isn't for everyone.
That's right. Not everyone can do it. But I was nursed by a wild she-bear, so it's no problem for me. Nothing's impossible. Remember that. Nothing's impossible.
What's up? Is everything all right?
Same as usual. Can't complain.
You were raised by a wild bear, you said?
You think I'm lying? Or you're just amazed?
Well, it's just you're the first person I ever met who had that kind of upbringing.
The first? The only one, more like, fella. It was a cruel winter when they found me in that bear's den as a baby.
So you're an orphan?
If we rule out a human baby being born to a bear, then I reckon that's a good bet.
Right. That was stupid.
What?
No, I meant I was being stupid. About the bear thing, of course.
Well, there you go. Nothing's impossible for a man like me. Like I say, nothing's impossible.
What did you do before you took to the road?
How did I become a nomad? It's in my blood. This is my life.
So you've known the Voivode for some time?
Uh-huh. The Voivode is a good fella. I met him this winter and helped him with his horse.
I didn't realize you know about horses.
What? The only thing I know about horses is that they go around on 4 legs. The Voivode's horse died from the cold, so I dragged it to the camp on a handcart, and we turned it into some first-class goulash. At least that old nag was good for something.
I'd be interested to know what you live on.
I had lentils for lunch and bread pudding for dinner. What's it to you?
What do you do, I mean?
Right now, I'm talking to you. Then I'll go and have a bite to eat because I'm starving and need to keep my strength up. It's not so easy. The strongman trade can't be taken lightly.
Don't they say a hungry artist makes for a good artist?
A hungry artist is a bad artist because no one ever earned a crust by going hungry.
What can you do, Tomcat?
Me? Everything. Nothing's impossible.
Come on. Don't tell me you can really do everything.
If I put my mind to it, try me.
What about swimming?
I've been training to swim in cold water for years. No one can beat me when it comes to swimming under ice.
I'd like to believe that. And seeing it's summer now, I have no other choice. What about climbing?
I can climb any cliff without a rope, just using my bare hands, and then do a backflip off it into a pond.
Jesus, you're a madman.
Not at all. I'd be a madman if I trusted my life to something as crazy as a horse.
Wait, so you're afraid of horses?
Hey, nothing's impossible. But I hate horses with all my guts. I never take risks, and that's why I'll never get on a horse. Not even for a golden goose.
You don't take risks? And what about your strongman antics?
No risk involved. That's years of hard work and training, fella. If I didn't believe in myself and what I do, I'd be long dead.
My name is Henry, and I've heard in the village that you're a renowned strongman, juggler, and moreover, skilled with a weapon. Is that true?
Depends. Why do you ask?
I'm looking for someone to help me.
What's it about?
Well, it's complicated. But the short version is, a few days ago I barely avoided the gravedigger's shovel. I thought I was done for. That's how badly beaten I was. And now, well, I'm feeling a bit unsure in combat. I'll need to regain my confidence, if you know what I mean.
Aye, that I can do. If what you say is true, I could really help you out, friend. I've been missing a good fight around here.
What would you like in return?
Oh, please. I'll do it out of sheer kindness. I don't have anything to do right now anyway. You can pay me next time.
We can start right away.
All right. Follow me to the arena.
Should we begin?
Here's a practice longsword, so we don't hurt each other. Let's see what you've got. We'll start with exchanges, and if you do well, we'll try something harder. If you're going to attack, commit to it. Don't stop after a single strike. Dish out several. Now I'm going to show you a simple technique that builds on that. You'll attack from the right, then left, then right again. Attacks follow one after the other. And you don't even have to break through your opponent's cover.
So right, left, and then right again.
Exactly. You could also do it the other way around. I'll let you have exactly 3 strikes, so you're not wasting effort just flailing around. Beautiful. Once more. Beautiful. Aye, you've got the hang of it. Let's try something more difficult. I'll teach you a real technique. You start with a slash from above, then from the right, And when your opponent expects another attack from above, you do a quick sidestep and drag your blade horizontally across his belly.
So I'll start from the top, then from the right, and then...
From the left. Remember, top, right, and finally left.
All right, let's give it a try.
I'll let you make 3 strikes just like before. No more. See? That's the way. Again. Well done. That's that then. You don't even have to use a longsword for this technique. It'll work with any other weapon.
That'll come in handy.
And one more piece of advice. Any attack can start with this or that technique. Look, if I attack from the right, your opposed will come from above. And that's the first step of this technique. Think about it.
And what about other techniques?
I'll teach you even more if you want, but it won't be as cheap. And you'll also have to know a thing or two first. If you prove yourself to me, I'll teach you the best technique of all, Meisterhaul, also known as the Master Strike.
How can I prove myself to you so that you'll teach me the Master Strike?
You'll have to defeat me in a sword fight, because this technique only works for swords.
So all I have to do is challenge you?
That's right.
I'll challenge you to a duel then.
Ha! I've barely taught you anything and you're already getting cocky. But very well. At least I'll demonstrate the difference between us. Sorry, lad, but it's too soon for me to teach you the Master Strike.
Let me try it again.
Nonsense. If you can't defeat me fresh, you won't defeat me all bloodied up.
I'll tend to my wounds and be right back.
Very well then. I'll wait for you here, but I don't have all day. Get a move on.
You don't look too good. You should see the sawbones.
That's nothing out of the ordinary for me. But thanks. I'll go and see him.
What do you need? Hurry up, I don't have all day.
What do you know about Marika's disappearance?
The whole thing's a bit odd, let me tell you. Nobody knows for sure how she went missing, or where she went. And the Voivode doesn't want to talk about it.
Hey! I won't have you causing trouble here, laddie. Cough up some coin or we will report you to the bailiff.
Wait, we can come to some agreement, can't we? I was just fooling around. I meant nothing by it, and I certainly didn't want to upset you, of all people.
Well, and I'm sure you also know... Everything's there. Nothing's missing.
You alright? You look like someone gave you a thrashing.
Ah, don't worry. I'm fine.
My God, you look awful. Do you need help?
Ah, no thanks. It looks worse than it is.
What do you need, my friend?
I'm looking for Marika, and I heard you know her.
I do. I know her quite well, in fact. But what do you want from her?
She's lost, and I'm trying to find her.
Henry, I think you'd best leave her alone.
Why? If she's in danger, I can help her.
Marika was here with her lover, but he was in rough shape. Blood everywhere.
What? Her lover? What happened?
Aye, with Bohush from Samin. Poor girl, she was terribly afraid of something. I begged them to stay here, said they were in no danger here, but nothing came of it. I went to pick some herbs, and when I came back, they were gone.
Do you know who she was so afraid of?
Everyone, as far as I know. Her own family and the people of Samin.
How come?
Most didn't approve of her relationship with Bohush. Both families took it as an affront to their honor. But that's all I know.
Do you know what happened to them?
Sadly, I don't. Marika was terrified. She didn't want to talk about it at all. And then they were gone.
Do you have any idea where they might have gone?
Marika told me a few times about a cave chamber in Apollonia, but I've never been there myself.
In Apollonia? That's a long way to go.
At least you can see how scared she was to stay here. I fixed Bohush up the best I could. I hope they made it.
Do you know where exactly it is?
I do. You start from Troskowitz and go in the direction where the woodcutters cleared the biggest gap in the forest. The entrance should be somewhere on the right side of the valley. There should be one little rock wedged between two big ones. I remember that because Marika told me that she sometimes feels just as small, like she's stuck between two big worlds.
Thank you. I'll try to find her there.
Well, that's all I know about her, lad.
All right. Thanks for your help.
Take care, my friend.
Greetings. Do you need something?
Have you seen a young girl here? Her name is Pavlena. She wears a headscarf and sells baskets.
If she ain't a local, I don't know nothing about her. See you later.
rain.
Good afternoon.
Have you seen a young girl selling baskets here? Her name is Pavlena.
Pavlena? Pavlena. I might have heard the name. I don't know. I never met her. Try asking somewhere else.
The Lord be with you. What do you need?
Have you seen a young girl here? Her name is Pavlena. She wears a headscarf and sells baskets.
I don't know her, but you can ask my father. He'll probably be in the rat house somewhere. Farewell.
Greetings, my friend.
Have you seen a young girl selling baskets here? Her name is Pavlena.
Isn't that girl what was chased out of here with her ma years ago? There was a lot of talk about that here. But no, I ain't seen her. Farewell.
What do you want?
I want to report my neighbor.
For what?
He walks around in the yard at night with an axe.
Maybe he heard something and went to have a look.
But he walks around my yard.
Ah, well, that's different. Did you do anything to him?
Not that I know of.
Well, I'll look into it when I have the time. Kindly leave that up to me.
You don't have anything better to do than... Christ, that stings! At least to stop the bleeding.
I'm looking for Pavlena, the daughter of Bozhena from Zhelejov. She comes here selling baskets and other items.
Aye, I know her.
Do you know if she's been here in the last few days, Master Bailiff? I'm a bit worried about her.
I haven't seen her myself, but you can ask around the village. Try the houses along the road to Zhelejov. She'd have to pass that way.
What can you tell me about Pavlena?
She used to live here with her mother, but then we drove them out. She's not the kind of girl you'd notice much, but she knows how to take care of herself. I let her come round here because, well, maybe I've gotten soft in my old age. But I reckon children shouldn't have to pay for their parents' sins. Don't you think?
Why did you drive them out of Troskowitz? What happened?
Bozhena was our midwife. It ain't the cleanest trade, but it's needed. Women all over the domain used to call for her help with births. Only, as it turned out, bad help is worse than no help at all. I won't go digging up old grievances, but believe me, we had cause enough to drive that old witch out of here.
Has Pavlena got any friends here? Acquaintances?
There's Roman, who brings us wood.
Roman? Who's he?
A woodcutter like his father. May he rest in peace. He lives just off the green. His hair is red like embers. You can't miss him.
And Pavlena's on friendly terms with him?
You could put it like that. Roman's pa wouldn't be too happy about his son being with an outsider like her. But all he can do now is look down and weep. Not that Roman ain't a decent lad. Honest and hard-working. It wouldn't surprise me if Pavlena left her ma to be with him.
Well, I don't think that's likely. Pavlena left all her things at home.
Still and all, you could go and ask Roman if he's seen her or not.
Do you think anyone here would want to hurt Pavlena?
Troskowitz is a decent village. You'd better watch your mouth.
I'd like to report an ambush. Some scoundrels attacked my lord's retinue and killed our men.
That's a serious matter. Where is your lord?
Well, he left.
I don't understand why he's not lodging a complaint himself, and why not directly at the castle. He has that right as a lord.
It's a long story. My lord got very angry and then went missing.
Sorry, fella, but I'm not sure whether you're making it up or lying to me. But if you were telling the truth, Why don't you bring your lord here and we can talk it all over calmly? I'm sorry, lad, but until then, I've got more important things to do.
I need to speak with Sir Otto.
With the Royal Chamberlain? Are you yanking my official pizzle?
Why not?
I'd like to talk to him too, boy, but he's still in Prague. He's hardly ever here. Chamberlain Ulrich is in charge of things.
And where do I find him?
Where do you think? Up in the castle.
But they won't let me in there.
What do you want me to do about it? That's your problem. I'm not going to put in a word for you. I hardly know you.
Excuse me, I'm looking for the man who was in the pillory with me yesterday. Have you seen him?
I can't help you with that. You'll have to find him yourself.
I'd like to buy something. Where can I find some merchants around here?
If it's a tradesman you're after, most of them live here in the village, of course. Your best bet is to ask our merchant Jörg. He knows everyone. I'm sure he'll help you.
What's new, bailiff?
Nothing special. Fortunately, Troskowitz is a quiet village. It's peaceful here, and the war has avoided us so far, thank God. Well, that's how it was until recently.
And what happened?
What do you think? It started with that nomadic riffraff, theft of hens and sheep, then continued with ambushes on the road. And then the wolves started to come in from the forests on account of the poachers killing off their prey. Oh, and then our master Chamberlain Ulrich. Oh my God. But that's no business of yours, understand?
I understand. That's your business, bailiff.
Good day to you. What would you like?
Have you seen Pavlena around? She's a girl from Zhelejov.
Young Pavlena, you mean? Sure. A nice girl, kind. I think I saw her here on my last patrol. She had the baskets with her.
Are you sure? Where exactly did she go?
Well, it could have been another girl. I can't be absolutely certain. But she went towards the woodcutters' cottages, the ones between the tailors and the butchers.
Bailiff Thrush? I have. He's been grinning like a daisy on a dung heap.
I need something repaired. I'm looking for Pavlena from Zhelejov.
Old Bozhena's daughter.
Aye, that's her.
Comes here selling baskets.
Yes.
Ointments and all kinds of remedies.
Yes, that's the one.
I ain't seen her. Try the rat house. Thrush, the bailiff, knows what goes on.
What do you have for sale?
Why are you wasting my time if you don't want anything then, eh?
Good day to you.
Roman, it's me, Dushko. Roman! Has anyone seen Roman? Hey, Roman!
You're looking for Roman? I also need to find him. To ask if he knows where Pavlena is.
That sweetheart of his? Well now, I hadn't thought of that. They could be together somewhere, so you can help me look for him.
Where do you think Pavlena and Roman might be?
Not long ago, Roman was talking over a beer about how him and Pavlena wanted to leave and start a new life. Somewhere where no one knows her and her ma.
You think they'd really do it?
I took it all with a grain of salt, but after what he told me last time, anything is possible. For Christ's sake, he's got a whole house his pa left him. He wouldn't just leave it on account of her, would he?
Well, I don't know about Roman, but I've been at Pavlena's, and it didn't look like she was getting ready to leave.
She might have done it in secret, and she'd have reason enough. Believe me. Best to go and look in Roman's house. That should clear things up.
All right. Let's go and take a look at Roman's.
Great. That is, you can go there.
Hang on, you said you two were friends. Why would I go there alone?
For one thing, I have to work. And besides, how would it look if anyone saw me breaking down his door? My reputation would be ruined, whereas you, no offense, you're a stranger. You don't have to worry about your good name, do you? But me, I'd lose my livelihood.
Well, I can do it, but you ought to give me something for insurance. I'm the one sticking my neck out here. Well, if I'm caught there, I'll need a few groschen to bribe the catchpoles, so I don't end up in the stocks.
True enough. Here you are. This ought to do it. After you search the place, come back and let me know what you found. I'll be around here somewhere.
Nobody home. But maybe Pavlena was here. Set for two. Freshly eaten. And there are the baskets Pavlena came here to sell. They were here for sure. Maybe they just went for a stroll. Dushko might know about their favorite spots.
Greetings.
I searched Roman's house.
And what did you find?
Well, there's no one there, but Pavlena had been there for sure. The table was set for two, and I found the baskets that she sells too.
You're right. It sure does look like she was there.
It can't have been long ago either. The food was still fresh. Any idea where they might have gone?
Well, they've got a favorite spot down by the stream. You could try looking there.
Where exactly?
There's a ditch leading from Roman's house to the stream. Follow it down the hill. When you come to a place where the stream flows between the two big boulders, turn left and go straight. There it is, under an old linden tree.
All right. Thank you.
But, mind you don't walk into the middle of anything, awkward. And tell that lazy bastard to get his ass to work. I'm not going to do his work for him. Oh, my friend. What do you want here, you scoundrel? Why'd you barge in here?
What do you have for sale?
Thank you, and a good day to you, friend. You shouldn't be here.
God grant you health.
This must be the place Dushko was telling me about. How the local lads bring their girls over here. Christ, there must have been a fight here. This is surely Pavlena's. A piece of her dress. This doesn't look good. If I had Mutt here, I could let him sniff it. Oh well. Never mind. It's covered in blood. Used as a weapon, maybe. Blood? I hope it's not Pavlena's. A trail of blood. I should see where it leads. Jesus. This must be Roman. Someone buried him here. Mother of God. Ah, and the body's been munched on by a pig. I should try and find out who's herding those pigs. Maybe they saw something.
Greetings.
I found a stray pig.
That's great. I lost a sow somewhere. Where is she?
Not so fast. It's munching on a corpse back there in the forest.
Blessed Virgin! What corpse?
My guess is it's Roman. A local woodcutter.
By all that's holy! I saw him going towards the woods with his girl, and now you tell me he's dead. Surely she didn't kill him.
Guys, I think I'm gonna throw up.
Who are you?
My name is Hugo. I herd hogs. I take them to the woods to forage for acorns and nuts. But I ain't got nothing to do with no cops, if that's what you're asking.
Have you seen anything suspicious going on around here?
Suspicious? Like how?
I don't know. Someone carrying or dragging something? That corpse didn't walk there on its own.
Hang on now. I did see something a bit odd. One of the farmhands came from the woods in a big hurry. And he was carrying a spade.
Which one of them was it?
Straw! That is Slavomir. But everyone calls him Straw. He works on Jakesh's farm. A big farmstead in the south of the village. Oh, do you think he could have killed Roman?
Who knows? But it does seem like he buried him.
God's truth.
You say you saw Roman with his girl. You mean Pavlena?
Aye, that's the name. Pavlena. I saw the pair of them going down towards the stream. Probably for a smooch. The two of them are pretty close. That is, they were. Oh, you think the girl might be mixed up in his death?
I hope not. I'm trying to find her too. Thanks for your help. I better go and find that farmhand.
Aye, and if he really done it, then give the murdering fucker what he deserves. Piggy, come here. Ladybird, come back before I won't beat you. Where the hell is that ladybird?
I'm looking for Straw, your farmhand. I believe he was involved in a murder.
A murder? What murder?
The woodcutter Roman was killed, and his body buried in the forest.
Sweet Jesus! But why would Straw, of all people, do something like that? He didn't even know Roman that well. Straw is here on the farm somewhere, so ask him about it. But be careful. We could drag you before the bailiff if you make any false accusations.
Are you the one they call Straw?
Yeah. Why?
I know everything. I know you buried Roman's body in the woods.
What? How could you? That's not true.
It's no use trying to wriggle out of it. I have a witness.
Shit. Fuck. I didn't want nothing to do with it, I swear. It's all that girl's fault.
Where is Pavlena?
I ain't telling you nothing.
Take it easy. I don't want to do you any harm. I just wanted to know what really happened with Pavlena and Roman.
No, it's no good. You know everything. You'll tell the bailiff and we'll swing for it. I can't just let you go.
For a quick death, you bastard.
Enough! I give up!
Had enough!
Enough! Enough! I'll tell you everything. We didn't want it to end like this, I swear. I'll tell you everything.
Speak up!
Well, it all began in the tavern. We were boozing with Jakesh. He don't go to the tavern much, but when he does, me and my brother go along too. Even though we're just his hired farmhands, he buys us wine.
Yeah? Go on.
When Jakesh got drunk, he started remembering that day when his wife and son died. It happened during childbirth. And to this day, Jakesh blames Bozhena, the herb woman, for it. She was the midwife. I don't know if it was really her fault, but anyway, the boy died and she didn't baptize him, even though she had every right to do it. The little fella died unchristened, so his soul is damned for all eternity. That's not right.
Actually, children who die unbaptized aren't damned. I heard a priest once talking about some place called Crimbo or something. It's like hell, only the colours are different. And it's, I think, underground? Or in Prague.
Can I carry on?
Right, yeah. So, you were in the tavern with Jakesh, and...
When he had 3 or 4 jugs inside him, Jakesh started on about how he'd give anything to see Bozhena suffer the same pain as he did. It wasn't enough for him that they drove her out of the village that time. He wanted to pay her back even more.
I hope for your own good, this isn't going where I think it's going.
No! Listen, my brother Ota, he was always the sly one out of the two of us. He came up with this idea that we'd lie in wait for Pavlena when she came to sell her baskets.
I see. Bozhena's daughter for Jakesh's son.
No, it wasn't like that. We didn't set out to kill her, just to give her a bit of a hiding and tell her not to come back here again. Then we'd lie to Jakesh that she was dead, and he'd reward us with... well, he's got 2 girls to marry off, and Marusha's a pretty one. But he'd never let either of them marry a hired hand unless I'd done him a worthwhile service. See?
Oh, so you two just ambushed that poor girl? Where is she now? Answer!
We followed her along the path to the pond, and then we jumped her. Only then her fella turned up, Roman. As soon as he saw us, he charged us like a wounded boar, and he held my brother by the throat and pounded him like a madman. So I grabbed a rock and smashed him over the head with it. I never seen so much blood. I didn't mean to kill him, I swear.
God almighty. And what did you do with Pavlena?
She was stunned when she saw what happened. So my brother grabbed her and dragged her into the rocks while I went to bury Roman. We couldn't just let her go after she'd seen everything.
Where in the rocks?
To the south of Zhelejov. There's a kind of gorge there. An abandoned poacher's hide with a ladder leading to it. I told you everything. What are you going to do with me?
Both of you should be tried justly for what you did. I'll take you to the bailiff and leave the rest to him.
Kurva, I really didn't want it to end like this.
I brought you Slavobor. They call him Straw, from Jakesh's farm. He and his brother attacked Pavlena and killed Roman. Then Straw buried him in the woods.
For the love of God, Straw! Is this true?
We didn't mean to kill anyone. We just wanted to give Pavlena a scare, and Roman went for us. It was self-defense.
Henry, is it true what he's saying?
Straw's not telling the whole truth. He and his brother attacked Pavlena, thinking they could get something out of him.
I might have known. We'll keep Straw under lock and key until I decide what to do with him. Thanks for bringing him in, Henry. Roman was an honest Christian. It's a great shame.
Greetings.
Quick!
Ka! Oh, whoa!
Ale.
Quick! Yes? Hmm?
There. Don't come any closer, or I'll cut her throat. Don't move, you horse son. Who the fuck are you?
Easy. There's nothing to fear. I won't hurt you. Just look at me. I wouldn't hurt a fly. I just want to talk to you.
Fuck off, you beggar! I don't believe a fucking word you say! Who are you? Talk, and quick!
My name is Henry. I'm from Skalitz.
And what the fuck do you want here, Henry of Skalitz? Who sent you?
Don't jump to conclusions. No one sent me.
Well, that's great. What the fuck am I to do now? As if I didn't have enough shit to deal with already. Kurva. I never wanted it to end like this. You gotta believe me. I just wanted to give Pavlena a scare, but then that fool Roman got mixed up in it and... I never meant to kill anyone! Shit!
Take it easy.
Don't fucking tell me to take it easy! How did you get here? My dog Bristly was guarding the entrance. What did you do to him, you bastard? And where's my brother? He should have been here long ago. Talk, or I'll slit her throat.
Why are you doing this? Why pick on Pavlena?
It's Jakesh's doing. Bozhena killed his son. He was always on about paying her back for it. And he's got a huge fucking farm and 2 daughters to marry off. He'd never give them to ordinary farmhands, unless he owed them a debt.
So you did it to get into his good books?
It was the only way. I don't want to spend my whole life shoveling shit.
I chased your dog away.
Bristly would never run from a chicken shit like you. You're bullshitting. You want me to slit her throat?
No, no, calm down.
Then stop lying to me.
Your brother's fine, but he can't come.
Why the fuck can't he? We were agreed.
He, well, the farmer needed his help with a goat.
Nice try, fucker. But we don't have a goat on the farm. We butchered it in the spring, just like I'll do with this bitch if you keep lying to me.
I don't know what more I can tell you. It's time for you to make your mind up. Look, let Pavlena go, and I swear I'll let you walk away unharmed.
How do I know you're not lying?
I swear it.
That means nothing. And anyway, what would I do then? She knows everything. She'll tell on me and I'll be fucked.
You still have a way out. You let her go, and I'll persuade her to keep her mouth shut. I swear to you, she won't tell anyone anything. Isn't that right, Pavlena?
Mm-hmm. Sakra. Oh, all right. I'll let her go, and I hope you two aren't lying to me. I can always find you again.
I'll give you my word. And now set her free.
All right, all right. Just take it easy. I'm letting her go.
Die!
Look!
Die! Die! That's for Roman! You bastard!
You killed him? But he let you go.
So what? He deserved nothing better.
No, you're right. He had it coming.
Yes, for what he did to Roman. I have to get out of here. Will you take me back home?
Sorry, but I want to clear something up before we go.
What's that?
Are you alright? You're not hurt?
No, I'm fine. Just a few scratches. It's nothing.
How did you get here?
Me and Roman were going down to the stream. He went back to get something, and I went on ahead. Those two bastards jumped me by the stream. I don't know what they wanted to do to me, but Roman stepped in. Only one of them grabbed a rock and...
I know. You don't have to say any more.
When it was all over and Roman was lying on the ground, Otter tied me up and dragged me here. I tried to make a run for it, but that bastard set his dog on me.
Do you know why they wanted to hurt you?
Jakesh put them up to it. For a long time after they chased us out, I didn't dare go to Troskowitz. Ma always warned me not to. Only then, I met Roman. I should have known the people there hadn't forgotten about us. And that Jakesh still wanted revenge.
Tell me something about Roman. What was he like?
He was a woodcutter in Troskowitz. We were... together. Sorry. I can't talk about it now.
What exactly happened? How did Roman die?
He was trying to protect me. If he hadn't come along, I don't know what those beasts would have done to me. Only that big brute grabbed a rock and smashed Roman over the head with it. He fell straight to the ground. I could swear he was looking at me the whole time. Even though he was lifeless, like he was trying to tell me to run.
That's all I need to know.
So, can we please go now?
We can go. I'll go with you.
Good. I don't want to spend another moment here.
Of course.
Let's go then.
Here we are. Pavlena's fine.
Pavlena, let me look. Are you all right?
I'm fine, Ma. They
abducted her.
God almighty. Who would do such a thing?
They were hired hands from Troskowitz.
And did they do anything to you?
No, they just tied me up. But they were Jakesh's hands. They would have killed me.
Jakesh? I might have known he wouldn't leave us in peace. Hasn't he hurt us enough already? Isn't it enough that we have to live here because of him?
Ma.
I knew it would come to this. Henry, I need one last service from you.
I'd be glad to help.
Jakesh is to blame for everything. For us being driven out, for Pavlena being abducted.
And for everything else.
Everything leads back to him and his old hatred. We'll never have peace as long as he's alive.
What are you trying to say?
I want you to kill him.
What? Are you serious?
Yes. It's either him or us.
What happened between you and Jakesh?
That's old history.
It was because of him that they drove us out of Troskowitz.
You lived in Troskowitz?
For generations. I was the midwife there for years, just like my ma before me. So many children we brought into the world. Jakesh is too, except for one.
What happened?
The birth started sooner than it should have, and Jakesh didn't send for us on time. He thought since Ludmilla had already given birth to 3 children, she'd managed the 4th on her own. Little Marushka came to get us, though, but by the time we arrived, it was looking bad. I did what I could. I gave her poultices and herbs to inhale, but the child was feet first and wouldn't come out. No matter what we did, it clung on and wouldn't budge. In the end, it died. When we finally got it out, it was too late.
He was, ripped apart. I remember that.
Pavlena. It was a boy. Jakesh's only son. He wouldn't listen. He had to look at him. Right after, he threw us out. Ludmilla died during the night, probably all alone, from exhaustion and pain, or maybe distress. Jakesh blamed us for everything, and the whole village listened to him. They drove us out.
Past the boundary stone.
Jakesh turned all his anger and hatred against us. But it was us who tried to save his son.
I don't think it was your fault. These things just happen in life sometimes.
Aye. Everyone dies.
Yes.
I understand. And I agree. I'll do what you ask. It's only right and just.
You will? It really must have been the will of God that you crossed our path. Thank you, Henry.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Who are you praying for?
For my son, Yaroslav.
How come he's buried there and not at the cemetery?
He died during birth and was never christened, so he couldn't be buried in the cemetery.
God have mercy. I'm sorry about that.
Aye, me too. If it hadn't been for that treacherous old hag, he wouldn't be here under a tree. He'd be in the churchyard, as he ought to be. The poor, innocent soul. Or standing right here next to me.
Old hag? Who are you talking about?
The midwife, Bozhena. My wife, Ludmilla, gave birth to 3 daughters. Quick and easy every time. The village women often scream all day and night before they bring their babies into the world. Not my Ludmilla. When she had Marushka, it was all over before the midwife even got here. But when Yaroslav was coming into the world, you know, I knew already I'd finally have a son. I never sent for no help. Why would I? After all, Ludmilla done it all on her own 3 times. And besides, that Bozhena is an unclean woman and a witch. Only this time, something went wrong. Of course, I wasn't there. Being a God-abiding man, I was outside. But Marushka comes running out, shouting, "Pa, send for Bozhena! Ma's poorly!" I thought twice about it, but then I sent for her. She came along with a little girl, Pavlena, and a whole sack of herbs. She started brewing right away, and before the night was out, she was pouring God knows what kind of concoction down Ludmilla's throat. It's a wonder she didn't poison her, the crone. I couldn't get a wink of sleep all night. It wasn't till daybreak that Bozhena came out of the house, carrying in her arms. They could see right off it was a boy. Like I said, only Yaroslav came out feet first. And as they were pulling him out, well, he was all Mother of God. I can't even say it. It was that Bozhena's doing, I tell you. If she hadn't pulled him out and left Ludmilla to manage herself, he could have lived.
I'm sure Bozhena didn't want to hurt your son. She was trying to help.
Help? By killing my son and condemning him to damnation? I asked the priest, and he told me every midwife has the sacred right to perform baptism when things go wrong. Like when it looks bad for the child, see? She can baptize him, make sure he gets to heaven. And you know what Bozhena did?
What?
Not a thing. She looked at that little body lying still and didn't do a damned thing. And my wife died a few hours later. So don't you tell me Bozhena was trying to help. That same evening, I got the other fellas from the village, and we drove that damned witch out beyond the boundary stone.
I see. She lives in the woods now.
A good thing, too. She hasn't shown up here since. Many times I told myself we should have done more to her, so she'd know how I felt.
Thank you for telling me about it. You have my condolences.
Aye, but words won't bring them back.
I'd like to ask you more about your son, Yaroslav, if that's all right with you.
Ask away.
When did your son die?
Well, Yaroslav would have been 5 years old now.
What about your other children?
One of my daughters got married and moved out. Marushka and Olina are still here. Once they get married, I'll be left all alone on the farm.
Why? One of them could live on the farm with her husband, couldn't she? Lots of fellows would give the right arm for a place like this.
Aye, true enough. Only a father should pass his livelihood on to his son, goddammit! Don't tell me it's different where you come from.
My pa was a blacksmith. He taught me his trade since I was little. He wasn't my father by blood, but he took me as his own from the day I was born.
Really? What kind of man would take in another's child?
An honourable man. Blood isn't everything. You know yourself. You'll find husbands for your daughters, and you'll be glad to have them take care of you in your old age. Like it should be. And one day your livelihood will pass on to your grandchildren. Nothing ends.
I suppose you're right.
I don't have any more questions. Thanks. Your farmhands murdered Roman and abducted Pavlena, the herb woman's daughter.
So what you told me was true? Good Lord.
Straw admitted everything, so I dealt with him according to the law.
Jesus Christ! Why would they do something like that?
They did it to get in your good books. For taking revenge on Bozhena.
My God! I never wanted anything like that. When I get drunk, I curse her, aye, but I never wanted anyone to kidnap her daughter or murder anyone. I didn't put anyone up to it. They did it on their own, and it's their own bloody fault. Jesus Christ! That's the last thing we need, a mess like this. I have to square things up with Thrush.
Look, I know relations between you and Bozhena the herb woman aren't good. But it's time to put an end to the animosity.
Where are you going with this? That witch deserves no pity.
I understand your bitterness, and I'm sorry about your son. Bozhena would certainly have saved him if she could, but whatever happened between you, it has to end now. Bozhena came very close to losing her daughter on account of your feud. Your farmhands abducted her, and they killed her sweetheart.
But I had nothing to do with that. They did it of their own free will, not on my orders.
That means nothing. They did it because of you. They wanted you to be indebted to them.
But that's not my fault, and I don't see why I should have to make up with Bozhena on account of it.
Listen, I know a thing or two about revenge. And believe me, sometimes you just have to say enough and turn the other cheek. Because otherwise, it will never end.
You know nothing. I can't simply forgive her.
Well, then do it on account of Pavlena. After all, she's not to blame for anything. But she's the one who's suffering most from your feud.
No, it's not on. I won't have you preach to me.
As you wish. I won't try to convince you.
Yeah, you'd be wasting your time. Don't bother me again.
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
God be with you. How's the watch going?
Not bad, so far. Oh well.
God be with you.
Would you like to...
What game would you like?
Masters.
Let's play.
Come on then, show us what you can do, unless you're playing for the first time. Damn it! They're yours, lad. Have you lost your mind? You're gonna lose everything.
Get it sorted out. Hopefully. But it cost me all the money my pa left me. I even had to sell the ring from my mother-in-law. But I'm telling you, if he runs up any more debts, I don't know what I'll do. This
These
was the
ones
third
here. here.
time. Go and see the priest and ask him to talk.
My God! Oh, come on.
Gambles with them. What? You bet he does. His housekeeper told me he's got a brooch at home I lost a month ago. How did it end up there? I'll be going. God be with you. Take care of yourself. Greetings to you.
Let it be now. I want to play too, you know. These ones here. My God! Oh, come on! If I was you, I'd take it. My God, I'm done. No great loss. It wasn't that good anyway. What? Oh, come on!
Christ, what's the hold up? Pour me one.
You must have a lucky horseshoe up your ass. Next time I'll be more careful around you.
The Lord be with you. What do you need?
I'd like to play duck.
What game would you like?
Masters.
Let's play.
Maybe you're not playing for the first time, but you can't beat me.
A large beer for me.
Just like you wanted.
ones here. Oh, come on!
The Lord be with you.
Damn it! They're yours, lad.
Same to you.
How's it going?
My wife and I are pickling cabbage.
What kind
Loads
of
of
pig
it.
was here?
That's what you said last week, and the one before that.
It's good for you.
What? Oh,
Pickled
come
cabbage
on!
drives out the black bile. Puts your fluids in balance.
What fluids?
Saturn and Jupiter are in a bad constellation at the moment. That churns up the black bile and makes you ill.
You idiot. You've been hanging around with Miller Crazel again, haven't you?
I have. It may be a bit odd, but everything he says is true. The other day, he told me to give the cow dark ale to drink.
What? You didn't actually do it, did you?
Laugh all you like, but if I told you they gave 3 times
These
as much
ones
as they got
here.
for it, you still wouldn't be impressed, would you?
Wait, really?
Aye, aye. Take my advice and go and pickle some cabbage, friend.
Well, I'll be going then.
Safe travels.
Finished. Your turn.
Roman's body was found buried in the woods.
I heard. Murder it was. But you know the worst thing about it?
What?
He was eaten by pigs. Ripped to pieces he was.
Holy shit! Hey, do you reckon it would be a sin to eat them pigs? When they got inside them human flesh?
My God, what a fuck up again!
I won't be eating no pork.
Greetings to you.
Made for older. He says he's never sewn anything that fine in his entire life.
Enjoy your meal.
I just can't wait.
God be with you. Take care.
Take care of yourself.
I'd like a beer.
Greetings.
Good day.
It's like I'm invisible or something.
Hey, innkeeper, that beer.
What'll it be, you bum?
Show me your wares. A word about the price.
Aye, I'm listening.
Do we have a deal?
That's more like it. Just a bit more and we can shake hands.
All right? I agree.
Pleasure doing business. God be with you.
Good day to you.
Greetings to you.
I'll
good
drink
harvest.
to that.
The Lord be with you.
Greetings to you.
Sigismund is 1,000 times better than Wenceslas ever was. I hear he's settled in Kuttenberg, and they can't bring him
to get payback for the last time, and really mark Arthur.
How are things going here?
The land is good, apart from those assholes up on the hill, that is.
What do you mean?
Fucking tackle bastards. They're getting above themselves.
Do you want me to help with them?
Trust me, I'll make it worth your while. What do you say?
Well, I might be able to help. But first, I want to know what this is about.
All right, listen up. Up on that hill over there, it's tackled. All I want you to do is to go over there and give them a taste of their own medicine. We'll make some mischief and have a few laughs while we're at it. Well then, will you help me?
Why not? I could use a good laugh.
Listen up then. Those naughty Tachovite bastards have this nice maypole in their village. They're so proud of it, you'd think it's a gift from the king himself. Especially Project. Nothing would teach them a lesson better than stealing it and putting it up on display here. Just to spite them.
So all I have to do is take their maypole and bring it to you?
Aye, exactly. But be careful no one sees you take it. It'll be even better if they don't even know it's missing. Besides, if they catch you, they'll beat the shit out of you. So be careful.
All right, I'll be careful. Thanks.
Excellent. But even if something goes wrong, don't go clobbering anyone over the head, understand? All I want to do is piss Project off.
You want to do what to him?
Piss him off. You know, mess with him. For stealing our maypole and our pasture. But remember, no violence, all right?
Of course. I wouldn't hurt a fly. You can count on me.
But go ahead and talk to Project. At least you'll see what an asshole he is.
About the tack-off maypole.
Ask away.
Well, you don't need me for this, do you? Just send one of your farmhands.
It's not that simple. Maypoles are a big deal in these parts. We had one here too, just like in Troskowitz. But those Troskowites stole ours. And our fella didn't manage to steal theirs. They got their arses kicked too. That's how it is every year. They're very proud of the maypole, but they won't be expecting a stranger like you to steal it.
I reckon they'll be guarding the maypole, eh?
Aye. They're proper careful and keep a good eye on it. You'll have to be subtle and outsmart them somehow. But that shouldn't be too hard. That Duckle lot ain't the brightest. Ask around. See what's going on over there. You'll figure something out.
Do you have any idea how I'm actually supposed to steal it?
What we need is to read. That's the important part. I reckon you'll have to climb up and chop the top off.
That's pretty high up, isn't it?
Ah, you're young and strong. You can handle it. When I was your age, I could climb all the way up the tower at Trotsky.
If you say so.
But I reckon climbing up there will take a bit of time. So be careful none of those tackle fools spot you.
Why don't you like the Tacovites?
Because they're wankers. Arrogant wankers. Think they're above everyone else? But mainly, they stole our pasture, which has belonged to Zhelejov since time immemorial.
Why do they look down on you?
Commoners here have all sorts of obligations to the nobility and have to pay a tax.
Of course. That makes sense.
Aye, but Takov has all its obligations in Grossen. They just pay up and that's it. But the nobles won't allow the same for Zhelejov. Besides Grossen, the others have to give them pigs, chickens, hay and the like, or go and serve. That's why them Takovites look down on us. They think they're better than us.
Right you are. Those Tacobites are a bunch of stuck-up idiots.
Exactly. See? Even an outsider can tell.
How does someone steal a pasture, anyway?
Like a prick, that's how. Behind Takov, there's this strip of land leading toward the pond. It's supposed to belong to us, for grazing. There's an old tree there, and everything between the tree and the woods is ours. I was there when it was decided. I was about your age then, and I got a good beating under that tree, so I remember. And you can bet your ass I remember.
They beat you up under the tree? Why would they do that?
You bet they did. That's just how it's done, obviously. When we agree on something like this, we take a young lad and give him a good pummeling, so that he'll remember in case the others forget. And we pick a young boy because he has a good memory and, God willing, still has many years in front of him. It makes sense?
Aye, you're right. I remember we used to do the same back where I'm from. Did you take your pasture dispute to Lord Bombergov?
Of course we did. He asked the Troskowitz bailiff to resolve it, and he said we should sort it out amongst ourselves. And that if he heard about it ever again, he'll have both me and Project flogged. So that's that.
It's done.
He wanted revenge, and now he's got it. Thank you, Henry. It was a bad deed, but in a good cause. God forgive us. Here, I was saving this coin up for Pavlena. But no. And you deserve it for all you done.
Thank you.
If you ever need anything, just say the word. See you later. Have a good evening.